Here we go, Week 7 NFL gambling show, the Hardline Sports Talk. Michael Merlo, John Michael Masiri. JM, my Giants were the only ones last week to help me out and give me a star.
Yeah.
So shout out Giants and Tyrod Taylor, but the Bucks dead to me.
That was surprising. That was a bit of a surprise last week that the Giants, because that was a bold take. And, it was your one star. You didn't have a lot of confidence on that one. But, listen, they kept you afloat from an almost very embarrassing week out of you.
It was my biggest bet of the weekend.
Yeah,
without realizing
could have been real bad, Mike. But we got some good picks coming this week. Standings on the screen now. Put them up. Me hit my 3-star last week. Nothing new. 5 for 6 on the year now on the 3-star.
What was it again?
Other 2 stars didn't hit. I took the Texans at home.
Oh,
plus
you got bailed. Right.
Merlo faded me. Took the Saints as his 3-star.
No, you faded
didn't
me.
Didn't hit. Whatever.
You
doesn't
faded
matter.
me.
Doesn't matter. Mine hit.
Yeah,
yours
hold on.
didn't.
Wait a second.
That's the moral of the story.
Let's go through this for a second, okay? This is the true story of what happened. Last week when we recorded, okay, he goes, "What are your picks, by the way?" So I told him what my picks were going to be, and he goes, "Oh, I really like the Saints." And I was like, all right, I'll make the Saints my 2-star. If you really like the Saints, they could be your 3. That's fine. I had the Bucks and the Saints equal.
Right. Neither hit,
equally
so who cares?
ass.
But
and then he flips it last second on me. He says, "Oh, I lied to your face." He actually didn't lie.
Because when I do my 3-star picks, I do my research and I have the sense of what I like, and then I all of a sudden get this. It's like a call from God, and he tells me, "JM, this is your 3-star this week." And God was speaking to me and saying, "Take the Texans, JM. Take the Texans." So I changed my pick. I'm sorry. Shit happens. Whatever. My 3-star hit last week. Please give us your 1-star that people want their picks.
Yeah, so my 1-star is a pretty risky pick. We're going to go Monday night, and we're going to take the Minnesota Vikings getting 7 points at home against the San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers, I think they're going to be pretty banged up. I don't really know as of right now if McCaffrey or Debo are going to play. I'm going to guess they're going to lean on the side of caution here and not rush them back. I think they're leaning towards no at this point. It's, early though. We still don't know. It's a Monday night game. But I'm going to take the 7 points here. We saw the Vikings hang tight with the Chiefs at home a couple of weeks ago. This just feels like a spot. The Vikings are starting to play a little bit better now. They're 2-4. Nice win on the road in Chicago. Let's take the Vikings here getting 7. I know it's primetime Kirk Cousins, but, he covered a game in Philadelphia, only getting 5.5. I think at home versus the 49ers, especially here week 7, I'm just going to take the 7 points at home.
Yeah. Okay. Don't hate it. My 1-star. I took the Colts last week as my 1-star, and I'm doubling down here. I'm taking them again as my 1-star, plus 2.5 home against the Cleveland Browns. Browns are coming off a big win against the 49ers at home last week. Colts coming off a tough loss on the road against the Jags. I think we get a little bit of a regression to the mean on both sides here. I think the Colts play a good game. Just got announced that Anthony Richardson's out for the year. That's a tough loss for them, but I think Jonathan Taylor has a really big game here. I think the Colts are able to run the football, and I think it's going to be a close game till the end. And obviously, if I'm taking them plus 2.5, I think sprinkle a little money line here. I don't hate that at all. We'll see if Deshaun Watson comes back this week. I mean, absolute softy that he is. I'm sure he doesn't want to come back because I'm sure something of his hurts. But not a lot of the money and not a lot of the bets on the Colts this week, and I like that because last week Vegas did pretty good because a lot of money that was swaying in a large direction on each game. That money tended to go to Vegas instead of going back into people's pockets. So I like the Colts plus 2.5 here at home.
Yeah. I really considered that one as well. Didn't want to have the same as you, though, but I think that's a good spot for all the reasons that you had mentioned there. Tough to see Richardson go down, though. Yeah. Like Anthony Richardson. I think he's going to be a good quarterback. And Jim Irsay really likes Anthony Richardson as well. So they have found...
He's a little...
He's out there.
Skivats, I think, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely out there. Yeah. But Anthony Richardson's a good kid, and... hopefully
he's back. You see, like, went to some kid's house, like, out of nowhere in his sling and just, like, wished him a happy birthday and, like, hung out with the family for 2 hours?
Who, Richardson?
Yeah.
That's the kind of guy he is.
Yeah. Great dude.
I know him,
He just, like, walks around in supermarkets and just, like, says hi to people. A very normal person. He just, like, you wouldn't guess he's an athlete until you look at him. You're like, well, that's a gigantic, jacked person.
Yeah, we're friends, actually.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
Anyway, all right, let's move on here. My number 2, my 2-star here. We're going to take the Chargers, getting 5.5 on the road against the Kansas City Chiefs. You know, it's giving me a last year kind of vibe. I remember the Thursday night, short week.
Great
the
game.
Chargers went there. It was a good game, kept it close. I think it was like a 3.5-point spread. And the
I think they
Chargers
took them.
covered it. Chargers covered the 3.5. They lost by 3. Same situation here. I think people are overreacting about the Chiefs. I think they're really starting to find their stride now offensively. Just traded for your boy McCole Hardman. He's back over there. They're going to find it, though. They're going to just continue to get better. They're going to figure out their identity on offense, especially with their offensive weapons. So, on the other hand, kind of defending the Chiefs there. They're fine. They're a really good football team. Chargers, brutal loss to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I mean, they were just so sloppy. So many
They just
penalties.
keep on
It was
shooting
a
themselves in the foot.
brutal watch.
Yeah.
Brutal
Brutal
watch.
watching that freaking fan, too. Like, what the hell are we
Oh, you
doing?
don't like her?
No, she's cool. I don't think she's an industry plant. I think people are going a little overboard with
People
that.
are crazy.
It's funny, but like I don't think she's an industry plant. But you know, I don't hate this pick because the Chargers, like, their whole thing is they just get in these really close games and end up choking in the end.
So just do that.
So if this is a Chargers like 30-27 loss, cool. Cover.
That's what it's going to be. I think that's what it's going to be. I really like the Chargers in this spot on the road, especially after a bad loss. You know, that's not a good loss.
Yeah.
So let's take the Chargers here, getting 5.5. Justin Herbie. We love Herbie. Yeah. Also, by the way, Josh Jung has 2 home runs tonight.
That's amazing.
Did you
I
not
love
say
that so
he's going to
much.
hit 2 home runs?
I did say that.
As a joke, though.
Yeah, but I didn't. Yeah, I didn't actually
Should've bet
bet
it.
or anything.
Should have bet it.
All right, the 2-star for me. Cry, Eagles, cry. Coming off an awful loss to this wonderful football team here of the New York Jets. But guess what? We're bouncing back this week, and we're flying, Eagles. We're flying. 2.5 favorites against the Miami Dolphins. Another treat of a game that we're getting on Sunday Night Football. And, you know, I don't expect the Eagles to just pull away with this game, but I expect them to win, and I expect them to win more by 2 points. Yeah, no shit, JM. We get it. Yeah. I think they bounce back here. Dolphins, they're 5-1. They're doing good. The Eagles, 5-1. Coming off a bit of a tough loss last week, but I think they bounce back. I think the Dolphins are facing a real tough defense here. I know they're banged up in the secondary, the Eagles, but I still think that this offensive line is going to get tested by the Dolphins. I know they've been doing a pretty solid job so far, but I think the Eagles are going to really focus on running the football here, and I think they're going to reestablish that, and I think they're going to do a really good job of it. Look for guys like DeAndre Swift to have a really good game. Look for Jalen Hurts to have a good game running the ball. And, you know, I could easily see the Eagles pulling this game out, you know, something like a 24-17 or something. I don't expect it to be a shootout. I know some people want that, but I think that they're going to win at a, you know, could be a close game till the end, but I'm pretty confident in them covering this.
You know what's funny? The Eagles have been so boring. Like, when they just run the football, they are so boring. But that's kind of their way of winning. They have to run the football. They have to run the football a lot.
Yep.
I think that's when they're at their best. We saw they threw the ball 47 times against the Jets last week. They were one of the worst run defenses in the league coming into that game. What is with that game plan? Why are you not running the football? So, yeah, I would agree. They're going to run the ball. They're going to run the ball a lot against this Miami team. Nice pick. I actually like that one. All right, my 3-star. JM, who is the most profitable quarterback in the NFL against the spread since the start of the 2022 season?
I have no idea.
Jared Goff.
Thanks
Who
for
is
that.
not very good as a favorite covering the spread?
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson. So you would think, oh, Michael, you're gonna take the most profitable quarterback against the spread, right?
Right. Yeah, of
you're gonna
course
make
you're
that
gonna
pick.
do
That's
that.
the
You're not
logical
an
pick.
idiot. Yeah.
Right, the Ravens. They don't cover spreads
Yeah,
as
no,
favorites.
no,
Lamar,
no,
Harbaugh,
no.
not the greatest history there. Yeah, no, I'm gonna take the Ravens. I'm gonna take the Ravens -3. Way too much hype around this Lions team, man. I mean, I love them. And I was on that hype train. I was there last week. In the betting market, though, I'm off. There's 2 different markets here. We're talking about the Lions, good football team, can run the football. They're playing good defense. Goff's good, really well coached. We talk about betting, though. They should not be, 2.5, 3-point dogs here on the road against the Ravens. It's going to be bad weather. The Ravens are going to run all over this team. They win this game by a touchdown. It's -3. Take the Ravens -3. This is going to be a big win, a convincing win. I don't think they played well over in London this week.
Give me a score.
I'm going to go 27.
Wow.
17.
Woo.
27-17 Ravens win at home.
That's pretty bold there, Michael Merlo.
I'm going to bet the exact score.
I'll tell you right now. All right. Here we go. No pun intended. 3-star, 5 for 6, 83% on the season. Feeling phenomenal. And guess what? The gods came to me. God said to me, he said, JM, once again, I've delivered your 3-star to you, and here it is. We are going to Los Angeles. And we are watching the LA Rams play the Pittsburgh Steelers. And the Rams are winning this game. This is a -3. Give me the Los Angeles Rams -3. They're ramming the Steelers in the ass. The Steelers are getting rammed in the ass. Pun intended. Let's go, Rams. The time is now. This Steelers team, oh my God, when I say it, I almost throw up. I literally get nauseous when I think about this Steelers team. Guys, let me tell you why I picked the Texans last week. I looked at those two teams playing, and I said, the Texans are 2-3, and the Saints are 3-2. I don't really see the Saints as a team that's going to come out of here 4-2, and I don't see the Texans as a team that's going to be 2-4. Texans are too good, Saints are too bad. It's the same story here. We said it on the episode, and on episode 112, we said the Steelers might be the worst 3-2 football team that we have ever seen in our lives. You really think they're going to go into LA and win this game and be 4-2 coming out? Give me a break. This is a Rams win. This is a convincing Rams win. I hope Cooper Kupp has 220 yards and Puka Nacua has 4 touchdowns. This is clear, easy win for the Los Angeles Rams to cover this 3-point spread.
You know what scares me? And I fell for it again last week. I took the Chargers against the Cowboys. There's no home field advantage in this stadium.
Agreed.
And the Steeler fans are going to travel to this game. It might be a 1 point in their favor spread here. You're getting 1 point on the spread for being the home team here.
But what they don't account for is how the Steelers are not good at football.
I think they are accounting for that. I want to go against the Steelers here. It's tough because of how good that defense is. I don't know. It's a tough game.
They're getting rammed.
That's a wild statement.
Rammed.
That's an absolutely wild statement. But those are the picks there. I got Vikings +7, Chargers +5.5. And the Ravens -3.
Little bonus stat, I guess. Not even a bonus bet. Take the under in whatever football games you'd like, especially like Michael Merlo said to me today. Take the under in the primetime games, okay? Unders this year total are 56, 36, and 1 on the season.
I had a couple unders last week.
Keep taking the unders. Teams are not scoring the ball. Take the under.
So you like that Bears over? I took the under.
Yeah,
I've been taking under the giant under in that primetime game. Take the primetime unders.
Take the
definitely.
Unders. Just keep hammer away the unders. Eagles, Dolphins. I'm taking the under. Was it 48.5 or something right now?
52.
50. Jesus Christ. Yeah, under.
Depends. We'll see where the public lands on that.
Okay.
Anyway, that's week 7.
Week 7.
Real excited.
Bet responsibly.
Be careful. And enjoy
Please.
the games.